Diary of Dark One's Son is a look into the thoughts, opinions, and experiences of a young black man who is wrestling with the tough task of trying to make something out of himself in a very racist and hateful environment. It covers in detail the thoughts of a man as he observes and eventually learns how to cope and deal with the world around him. It is a story of a man who, while beset with many obstacles, learns how to overcome them in order to accomplish his goals and aspirations. This book is not for the faint of heart, and the opinions that are shared in this book can be deemed very offensive to some readers. If you think that you will be offended by the opinions shared in this book, the answer is simple. This is not the book for you. This book is merely the opinions of one man, and it should be taken as such. However, if you really wish to gain insight into the thoughts of a young black male in today's society, then look no further. Read this book. Excerpt from the book. From the chapter, Am I Visible or What? One day when I was walking home from school, I came across this other brother who was walking my way. In his eyes, I could see the sadness, the same sadness that was in mine. I knew exactly what was going through his mind too. He was feeling like an absolute nobody. How did I know, you ask? Because I was feeling the same way at the moment, right when I walked past him. Have you ever felt, if you are a black man reading this, that you were invisible to the world? Not because you want to be, but because people refuse to acknowledge your presence. Read more when you purchase this book. This book can be purchased from lulu.com.
Hello everyone, it's me, Demetra Kaye of the Demetra Kaye Show here on YouTube and a proud contributor of the African Diaspora News Channel and the African Diaspora News Insider. If you can please do me a favor and subscribe to all channels and like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So, in late August, a white man by the name of Peyton here decided to harass a black teenager by the name of Zuria Hurst. Now, she says she was hanging out on a bridge called Baker's Bridge in Guthrie, Oklahoma. It sounds like it's a very popular hangout. They were there about 1 in the morning when Peyton came up to them and specifically, singled her out and started to call her the N-word and started to throw rocks at her. And she called 911 and said the following.
I just got, hit by a rock. This guy's being, really racist. He threw a rock at me. So I need help.
So as you heard there, he was throwing rocks and all that. Now, she also said that he said he was going to go get his gun out of the truck, and she took off because she was scared, right? Obviously. And so the police came, but he had already left by that time. So when they caught up to him, they did find the guns in the truck. Now, it should also be said that Peyton was out on bail due to facing 2 felony counts of sexual assault on a minor. What he's doing out of jail, I don't know, but it sounds like he bailed out again under this incident to the tune of about $50,000. Now they are considering charging him with a hate crime for calling her names and all that kind of stuff. But, the one thing that really just disturbs me deeply is that Zuria says, well, I forgive him, but, I hope the judge makes an example out of him. It's like, girl, why are you forgiving this man? What if he did go to the truck and do something, more awful to you than he already did? Now, they also said that he spit in her face. Now, how do you forgive that? Now, I want to say this to Zuria and anybody else who may feel free to hang out with white people by themselves, because it sounds like she was by herself with white people. Stop doing that. How many times do you need to see that it never turns out good, or rarely turns out good, I should say, when there's only one black person around a whole bunch of white people, right? We've seen time and time again where, somebody black hanging out with white people ends up dead and mysteriously, nobody knows what happened, or it was an accident and blah, 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 right? Now, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad also tells us, don't hang out with a bunch of white people, okay? Stop it. It's for your own good. So anyway, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.
250 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow, sharecropping, the Ku Klux Klan, lynchings, bombings, mass incarceration, the separation and destruction of the black family. All of that has had an effect on our mind. Our mind needs to be decolonized. We today are experiencing mental slavery. not physical slavery as once our ancestors had to endure. In my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we take you through every step to start releasing the chains that's on your mind. He or she who controls the mind control the person. It is in the vested interest of the white supremacist system to keep your mind bogged down in a mental slavery, throwing entertainment, throwing drugs, throwing alcohol, anything they can at you to keep you bogged down. You got to free yourself from mental slavery by purchasing our book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, today on Amazon. Make sure you share it with your family, share it with your friends. Everyone can benefit from decolonizing the mind, because once your mind is decolonized, you will never be put to sleep again.